What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another installment into the extraordinary life of Emon. I am your host, and today I got another one for you. We're switching gears. We back on relationships. I want to talk about cheating, specifically why men actually cheat when they're in perfectly good relationships. But before we get into that, please do me that favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave me a wonderful comment down below. This one is actually more orientated towards obviously traditional relationships with men and women. However, nowadays you can mix and match accordingly. You can still use this information, however, just add in who you need to add in, where you need to add them in at. The rules of the game don't change. Everything is still applicable. That all being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so this one actually goes out to my women out there who unfortunately have to deal with, have dealt with, or is currently dealing with someone who actually have cheated on them, will cheat on them, or is currently cheating on them. If you're out there and you actually are in this type of predicament and you're actually thinking to yourself whether or not your man is cheating, whether or not your woman is cheating, etc., all you gotta do is ask yourself, is my significant other cheating? If the answer is anything other than no, then guess what? More than likely, you got a problem, and you might actually want to start looking into it a little bit further. I myself am not a woman, however, I am well versed in women, and could obviously say that women intuition 99% of the time is pretty much correct. Moving right along, women, it's important for you guys to understand, and going into a situation where cheating or infidelity is involved, it is not your fault. No matter what happens, no matter what has taken place, it is not your fault. It is not your fault. Let me say it one more time just so I know you got it. It is not your fault. You didn't do anything. It doesn't matter if the relationship was crap. A man who cheats on you does that of his own volition. It had nothing to do with you. There's no way you could have fixed him. There's no way. There's situations out there where women actually cheat first in a relationship. They mend the relationship, and then the other side of the situation actually cheats against them, and they take on that guilt, that responsibility to mend that. No, you don't have to fix that. It is not a problem with you when someone cheats. It's a problem with them. In these type of situations, it's important for you to understand you didn't bring about anything that's new in that person. You didn't change them. You simply exposed what was already there. It's been there this whole time. You didn't do anything. It is not your fault. If nothing else from this video, take that. Usually men who actually participate in the cheating when it comes to a relationship all suffer from the same ailments, have the same attributes, and just about are all pretty much the same. These type of men tend to be narcissistic. They tend to have control issues. They tend to be those type of men who want their cake and to eat it too, and it tends to be a situation of where it's okay for them to do it, but it's not okay for you to do it. This type of behavior isn't actually normal, but it's usually a trigger or a telltale sign of something being wrong with that male or that woman. There's something inside of them that isn't being fulfilled. It could be linked to anything, to their childhood, some traumatic incident that happened to them. It could be emotional based, sexual based. Honestly, sometimes it could even be just the thrill of actually cheating and not getting caught. Nevertheless, it's nothing wrong with you, it's something wrong with them. They did it, not you. Majority of those out there who discover that they've been cheated on usually also discover that they're the better of the two, as in the person that they're being cheated on with is nowhere near their level. This is so common because the man who usually is unfaithful doesn't want to end the relationship with that person who they're cheating on. They just want to step out because they have to. Again, there is something wrong with them, whether they be narcissistic, controlling. They need to scratch that itch. Something isn't there. Something's missing. There's a void inside of them that they're trying to fill. They'll say and do whatever it takes to get in a relationship with you, to maintain a relationship, but given the opportunity, the space, or the chance, they will definitely step out because they have to. They clearly have commitment issues that aren't going to be solved by you. This is not your place, and the truth of the matter is it's not your responsibility. Speaking of opportunity, most of those who are out there who are of the cheating community, it is normally need-based, whether it be emotional, whether it be sexual, whether it be out of thrill. It doesn't really matter because it's a need-based thing. They'll get the opportunity, they'll step out of the relationship to whoever is close to them. There's situations where men pay for escorts all the time because of that. It's men who travel, men who are on business trip, who have that opportunity. It's not to say they want to end the relationship. It's just to say there's a need that's not being satisfied. Make no mistake, women, this has nothing to do do with you. Furthermore, if you are indeed in this situation, the worst thing you can do is forgive that person. Under no circumstances do you try to mend that behavior, because in doing so, even if you talk about it, even if you guys make up, he or she say that they'll never do it again, it is a lie. They have something wrong with them. They're gonna say whatever they need to say to maintain that situation or that relationship and to mend things moving forward. But given the opportunity, it's going to happen again, because you've already sent the message that it's okay, that it is possible for them to mend the relationship. I'm gonna tell you the truth when it comes to cheating. If someone cheats on you in a relationship, they don't value you, they don't trust you, they don't love you, they don't respect you, they don't care about you. They're literally in it for them. It is a situation to where they're being completely selfish and not taking you into account. So under no circumstance do you mend that relationship. Bounce. Go find somebody who will love and cherish you. Furthermore, under no circumstances do you make excuses for this person. Again, focus on reality. You were faithful in the relationship. They decided to step out of the relationship. Hold them accountable for their actions and get someone better. You don't deserve that. Go someplace else. Moving on, I see a lot of acceptance of infidelity when children are involved. We gotta dead that. I don't know where this stigma came from. I know it could be scary to jump out there with your children or trying to end the relationship and or a marriage as a result of infidelity. But remember what I just said. They literally have sent you the message. They told you the telegram. They don't care about you. They don't care about the relationship. So why would you want that person around your children? Why would you want to be in that situation, giving them all access to you spiritually, to you physically, to you emotionally? Why? No, they don't deserve that. It's time to go. Even if that fear element is there, you got to rise above that. Do it for your children. Whether you have a son or a daughter, they're going to be watching and looking at you to show them what is real. Now, if you show them that cheating is okay, you show them that the relationship doesn't matter, guess what? When they grow up, they're going to do the same thing, or unfortunately be on the other end and accept the same thing. Hold them accountable. Call them out. Tell the children the truth, but in a way, obviously, that they can understand. Don't just bash the other person. No, that's not how this got to go. Explain why that relationship is ending. Explain why there's a different household. Explain the situation to them so that they understand. Do not lie. Do not minimize the behavior. Be truthful and say exactly what the deal is. Under no circumstance are you going to be sacrificed any further. That relationship is done. Get out, not only for you, but for your children. Another reason why women in these type of situations tend to stick around is comfort. And now they're in a situation to where they don't know what to do, whether it be financial dependence, spiritual dependence, emotional dependence, physical dependence. It is a situation of comfort. I know the world is scary. It's scary to pack up all your bags and just walk out of the door, but you have to do it. You are stronger than that. You're better than that. It's time to go. It is not going to get better. In fact, these type of situations tend to go left and start down the route of trauma, whether it be physical or emotional trauma, because they don't care about you. They're going to start to treat you worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until it gets to a boiling point, and then the reality of the situation hits home even harder, and there's now emotional pain and emotional baggage moving forward. No, forget all that. Dead all that. It's time to go. To close out, understand your partner, whether it be a man or a woman, cheats because they chose to, because of the opportunity. It has nothing to do with you, but understand, if nothing else from this, that relationship is dead. It is not going anywhere, and it should be ended as soon as possible. That choice should be treated exactly like that. It is a choice. So hold them accountable for the choice that they made and roll out. But that's it when it comes to this topic. That's all I have. What do you all think? Let me hear it down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That all being said, this has been another installment into the extraordinary life of Emon. I've been your host, and I'll see you on the next one.